One of the viewers said Pooh needs some attention. I've been meaning to paint the back fenders for the longest time. Thinking about putting duals back on it. And I want to redo the starter wire, the wires going from the battery to the starter. Sometimes she don't want to start. Seat is off. And then the back fenders are off. And I was using this on this short black wire that goes down to the lift kit. That's my ground wire. I'm going to get rid of that. Or I might leave it, but I want to run another one up to the engine area. Then it should start better. I might put the seat on it and run it without fenders for a while. That looks pretty tough. There's the little pulley I'm running. With these trailer tires, they are 20 inches tall. I can hit 17 miles an hour. With these dirt devils that are 22 inches tall, I can hit 23 miles an hour. I still like my truck shifter. I should polish that rust off of it. Here for the Poulan, I just stole a ground wire off of a parts mower. I drilled a hole here. I've got a bolt and I've got a nut. I've also got this wire here. What is that, number 4? And I think I'll run from here to the engine. So from the battery to the frame, and then from the frame up to the engine, double ground it. I've also got these fancy creams and lotions to put on it to keep it from corroding. Now I get it as tight as I can get it. We'll go to the engine and mount it on the engine. There's a threaded hole here on the block that I'm sanding. And then I've got the original bolt from the parts mower. It's already shiny. I'll put it on the new lug. Wire follows the red wire coming from the battery all the way up through this hole, through the same zip ties, and up and into the lug. All I gotta do now is tighten up that lug. Right here in the garage with the Poulan, and it's time for some updates. I've got the rear fenders off. It might be time to find some new rear fenders. I got a big crack forming here. There's a crack there. There's rust. They're just flat ugly. I need to find another mower that has similar back fenders, a parts mower. And what I've done, I've got the seat on there without the fenders. This is off of an old Craftsman. I drilled a couple holes. This is stock. I'm thinking about mounting the battery here. And I'm going to run it for a while without fenders. I've got to fix the hood. When the boy flipped over in the ditch, something happened with this plastic here. I got a little crack there. Anyway, I'll probably put some screws through it, Frankenstein it back together. I've got the running board off. It's about to be painted. It had some rust forming. Just primed one of Pooh's running boards, and now it's going to be glossy black. So the only thing I've done so far, I took a piece of bed frame angle iron, cut it off. It's behind here. I got 2 screws that go in this way, 2 screws coming in that way. I also painted where the running board goes, and I painted the running board. Now I've got to mount it back in place, and technically we can go for a ride. The running board is now in place. Time to pop on the plastic trim. Now this is going to make the other side look bad. I might paint the other side, or just look at one side at a time. When you take off your rear fenders, you can see your back tires a lot better, but you also get rid of your battery box. So I'm thinking maybe right here, the battery goes there. I got this piece of bed frame. That's going to hold my battery in place. I'm going to take 2 self-tapping screws. That'll hold that in place. Checking the checklist right before we do a test drive, I've screwed the hood back together. I've got the running board on. I've relocated the battery. I've rewired the ground. It goes to the frame. It goes all the way to the engine. I've got a new seat bracket. We're now running without fenders so you can see the back tires better. This is testing out the ground wire, the battery relocation, and cold start. So we made it back to Shaky Bridge, and my tire, I gotta air it up some. The wheel is spinning with inside the tire. That's fancy. Okay, I don't know if it's gonna work or not. There might be air in the tire now. What if the other side needs air?
Look at him go.
At least the water's not so deep here for putting air in the tire. It is test it time. I think there's air in it now. And I did get a little bit muddy from the fenders being off, but that's okay.
He said it's okay.
So if you're wondering, are the rear fenders necessary? I think I got my Olot hat muddy. And look at these shoes. Kind of thinking the rear fenders are a little bit necessary if you don't want to get muddy, but it was a lot of fun. Maybe more fun without fenders. It's going to be harder to clean. Let me know what you think. Leave the fenders off or put the fenders on. I might leave them off till I find new ones, but if you say leave them off forever, I might leave them off forever. Well, that's about halfway clean. I still got the other side to go. And this might be one that you can watch over and over and over. I'm going to watch it over and over and over. And if you want to share it, I'd love that. Thanks for watching.